Hey, what's going on, KQKC subscribers? And also, welcome newcomers. This is KQKC Boxing Channel, where I will start the blast from the past. That's right, every Saturday I will do someone in the past in the sport of boxing. Someone that made an impact on boxing in the past, and to show you how far boxing has come from the past to the present. Now lately I haven't been getting any views on them. I don't know, is it because it's a younger generation that's interested in boxing? But how can you understand where boxing is going if you haven't understood where boxing came from? But I have done Joe Louis, George Foreman, Archie Moore, and this week it will be none other than Joseph William Frazier. That's right. Now I'm going to give you a little information on Joe Frazier. Okay, he was born January the 12th, 1944. And he also died in November the 7th, 2011. And everybody know that nickname, Smoking Joe. He was an American professional boxer who competed from 1965 to 1981. He reigned as the undisputed heavyweight champion from 1970 to 1973. And as an amateur, he won a gold medal at the 1964 Summer Olympics. Frazier was known for his sheer strength, durability, formability, punching, power, and relentless pressure fighting style. Now, we all seen fighters that pretty much like a Sean Porter. He reminds me of Joe Frazier, where just go in with his head down and pretty much rush you, give you the chance not to set up your offense, which is very impressive, especially at that time. Sorry for the pause, but I was doing something, and let me finish. Okay, now Frazier emerged as the top contender in the late 1960s, defeating opponents that include Jerry Quarry, Oscar Bonavena, Buster Mathis, Eddie Machen, Doug Jones, George Chivala, and Jimmy Ellis, en route to becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion in 1970, and followed up by defeating no other than Muhammad Ali by unanimous decision in a highly anticipated fight of the century. And that was in 1971. Now, 2 years later, Frazier lost his title when he was defeated by Big George Foreman. He fought on, beating Joe Borger, losing a rematch to Ali, and beating Quarry and Ellis again. Frazier's last world title challenge came in 1975, but he was beaten by Ali in a brutal rubber match, the Thriller in Manila. He retired in 1976 following a second loss to Big George Foreman. He made a comeback in 1981 fighting just once before retiring. The International Boxing Research Organization rates Frazier among the 10 greatest heavyweights of all times. Wow, that is an honor. He is one of the 10. Count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 greatest heavyweights of all times. And he also was the Ring magazine named him Fighter of the Year. And that was in 1967. And that was the year I was born. And 1970 and 1971. While the Boxing Writers Association of America, known as BWAA, named him Fighter of the Year. And that was in 1969 and 71 and 75. In 1999, the Ring magazine ranked him the 8th greatest heavyweight. Now, BoxRec ranks him as the 18th greatest heavyweight of all times. He is an inductee of both the International Boxing Hall of Fame and the World Boxing Hall of Fame. Frazier's style was often compared to that of Henry Armstrong and occasionally Rocky Marciano, dependent on bobbing, weaving, relentless pressure to wear down his opponents. Now, who does that sound like to you? Yes, Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter has that style where he bobbing and weaving and trying to use his head to get in your chest. Not headbutt, but just to get in your chest and get your attention and work you on the ropes. That's all. So, as I move on. Now, Frazier's style was often, like I said, compared to Henry Armstrong and Rocky Marciano. Now, depending on bobbing and weaving, okay, his best known punch was a powerful left hook, which accounted for most of his knockouts. His career, he lost only 2 fighters, both former Olympic and world heavyweight champions, twice to Muhammad Ali and twice to Big George. After retiring, Frazier made cameo appearances in several Hollywood movies and 2 episodes of The Simpsons. His son Maurice became a boxer, trained by his father himself. But was unable to match his father's success. His daughter Jackie Frazier also boxed professionally. Frazier continued to train fighters in his gym in Philadelphia. Now, I guess we all know who comes from Philadelphia. We know, right? Danny Swift Garcia. Oh, and I want to forget my man Bernard Hopkins, the Golden Boy. He's from Philadelphia. Now, Philadelphia has put out good fighters. They have trained fighters from scratch. In other words, they brought them from the ground up. They can eye talent. It's no coincidence that they made the movie Rocky in Philadelphia. But, hey, it is what it is. Now, after retiring, Frazier made cameo appearances, as I mentioned. Now, Frazier continued to train fighters in the gym in Philadelphia. His later years saw periodic insults and bitter feelings towards Ali, into spiral with brief reconciliation. You know what I mean? Let me give you a little statistics on Joseph William Frazier. Okay, now everybody knows his nickname was Smoking Joe. He was a heavyweight. He was 5'11" and a half inch. He had a 73-inch reach. We all know he was African American. He was born January 12th in Beaufort, South Carolina. And I'm not going to tell you about South Carolina back in the days, and still going on today. Now, he did die November 7th, 2011, at the age of 67. He died in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And upon his death, he had a total of 37 fights. And out of 37 fights, he won 32 of them. And 27 was won by KOs. See, Joe Frazier was one of those fighters that made up his own style. He was one of those fighters that it didn't matter to him how he looked. You know, it didn't matter to him if he looked pretty or not. We all know Muhammad Ali, yes, was the greatest. And he took a lot of shine from Joe Frazier. That's why Joe Frazier was a little upset, because Muhammad Ali had said some things about Joe Frazier. And he didn't take it so kindly. But, like boxers should be, he was a better man and apologized. And now, before both of them passed, they was good friends. Matter of fact, when they suspended and took Muhammad Ali's license, he offered Muhammad Ali some money. That's how good of friends they were. Now, can we find the same friends today in boxing? Can boxers be good friends? Yes, they can. But do they have to be in the same stable? Do they have to come from the same town? Do they have to have the same trainer? No. You know, broaden your horizons, you know. Try to make friends with a heavyweight and you're a bantamweight. Make friends with a welterweight when you're a lightweight. You know, it's all love. It's all family. We, as boxing lovers, we need to make boxing more of a sport than a downright dirty, disrespectful sport. And I will get into that on my next video, which will be in the next 20 minutes. But this concludes Joe Frazier, Blast from the Past. I try to just touch on important parts of what these fighters have went through, been through, and the respect that they deserve. So by me doing a Blast from the Past is my way of saying, hey, these guys, let's don't forget them. Yes, they're in the Hall of Fame, but let's don't forget what they done, what type of person they were. And with that, I am KC Boxing Channel with the Blast from the Past every Saturday. You will find the video titled Blast from the Past featuring such and such. Now, I wish and pray that you join me next Saturday from a Blast from the Past with Rocky Marciano. We all heard of that name before, right? the record Floyd Mayweather tied. So, with that said, KQKC Boxing Channel, if you like what I'm saying, please subscribe to my channel. If you like where this newly decorative channel is going, oh, be my guest, please upload a video and hit the notification bell. And on the way out, please hit the like button. That let me know you like what I'm doing and like where I'm going. And with that, that's all I have. And I will see you in a little while. Peace.